Today you are here sweating under your breast, making it look like you love every Ghanaian and that you are the mother for all. The same woman who, in quotes, murdered 30 people from not choosing their own leader. Today you are here screaming and getting every part of your body wet because your darling boy Afinyomakin and your president that you are licking his butt, their party members have been touched in parliament. God in his own wisdom will judge every one of us.
Kevin Taylor is on Chief Justice's neck like this. Now, this issue actually started a few weeks ago where the Speaker of Parliament declared some seats vacant in the Parliament. And this was because those MPs were actually going to be independent candidates in the upcoming 2024 elections. And so, per the rules and regulations of the Parliament, those people cannot still be seen as candidates in Parliament. So their seats were declared vacant, and which means that it actually made NDC majority in the Parliament, making the MPP the minority, because those MPs were actually, I think all of them were, most of them were NPP MPs, which are actually going to be independent candidates in the upcoming election. That's the Speaker of Parliament. Or with that, then the Supreme Court said no, we are going to take up the case and then deal with it. Now they took up the case, looked into it, and said no, we are overruling the ruling of the Speaker of Parliament. And so those MPs are going to be reinstated, bringing it back to normal, NPP being the majority in Parliament and NDC going back to minority in Parliament. And that is what most people, including Kevin Taylor himself, do not understand, why the Supreme Court should come and take over the case and say no. They do not understand what the Speaker of Parliament had ordered in Parliament, because it is an election year, and most people feel that now the MPP are doing everything possible to remain being the majority in Parliament, because that's what they're actually wishing for. Now Kevin Taylor has been dropping bombs, drags, attacks, dropping secrets, and it's so crazy. Now I'm going to play his video here for you to listen to what he said, how he went about it, how he attacked the lady, and the explanations, and then his ideas he's putting across as in why that shouldn't be the case. Anyway, I've spoken for a long time. I've never even told you my name in case you're new here. Now my name is Cosman, and this is Cosman Invest. And in case you're new to my YouTube channel, please do want to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any little video I upload here. Please like the video if you like, but don't dislike the video if you don't like. Just go away, nigga. Anyway, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything I upload here. Let's go straight into Kevin Taylor's video attacking the Chief Justice. Some of the things he said, I don't even have the vim to open my mouth and mention them. It is crazy. But anyway, that's Kevin Taylor. He says whatever he wants to say. Enjoy the video. See you guys at the end.
That majority of Ghanaians did not pay attention to. She hid behind the word called exceptional circumstances. Exceptional circumstances. Or say, case no, because of exceptional case no had an exceptional circumstance. A case be na exceptional. All because one, some of the people are the respective MPs no constituencies no. Say Alban Bagbin ruling it take effect. All those people will not have an MP. Won't any reasons. Original so can say or grant Alban Afinyomakin the expert in the man or say exceptional circumstance. You see, this is a dissension into politics. The Chief Justice was doing pure politics. Whether the constituents will get a chance to vote or not, it is not up to the Chief Justice to determine. It is up to a Parliament. Nobody forced the respective MPs to go independent. So disenfranchising or not allowing their constituents to basically enjoy their service for the rest of the parliamentary sitting, no, it is not up to Speaker to decide, the Chief Justice to decide. Now the Chief Justice was veering into a very tricky arena because one, say obi ankasa sorry no kasa me MPP ni me pese me koye independent. It is not up to you, the Chief Justice, to say nipa na oye penina willingly we decide to say obeko independent no ne constituents na omo at the end of the day will lose that seat no and I say omo nya MP no enya wo na obe decide parliament they decide. Chief Justice Arezi issue be say, oh, sign conform no independent no. What is going to happen is say, what if omo da the committee be no? It is up to parliament to make that decision. Somebody that committee no and I say omo first deputy speaker of parliament. It is the parliamentary and I say parliament omo juma to at the end of the day find solutions to that. It is not your job. As the Chief Justice, it is not your job to tell Parliament how an MP's constituents will vote or not to vote. It is up to Parliament to make that decision. As a Chief Justice, say Obika say our position or the committee so no so obeko parliamentary or obeko independent. Now say at the end of the day or independent. It is not up to you, the Chief Justice, to sit in the Supreme Court and determine say, oh, I didn't know because of the committee. So at the end of the day, Parliament knows how its own laws work. And they know how they can fix their problem. So you could see, say, the Chief Justice, she was descending into politics. She was doing pure politics and not trying to look for the facts. Now, listen to the Chief Justice here.
The Constitution enjoins the Supreme Court to make orders that are appropriate for giving effect or enabling effect to be given to its final declarations on the correct meaning of a constitutional provision. And the Constitution is so serious about ensuring the obedience of such orders that it creates the offense of high crime for failure to obey such orders in Article 2(4). Not even the President and Vice President are exempt from obeying the orders of the Supreme Court when they are made to give effect to its duty to prevent a violation of the Constitution. Because of the irreparable harm to the constituencies made up of hundreds of thousands of Ghanaians who would have lost their MPs without the option of a by-election, and the irreparable harm to the MPs who would have lost their seats in Parliament in these last few weeks to the 7th December elections, if the meaning put on Article 97(1)(g) by the Speaker was enforced without a clear determination of the disputes around it, this court found it expedient to compel the parties to allow an early hearing rather than make an order that would last only 10 days. This is the reason for the Supreme Court's orders abridging the 14 days allowed for defending a constitutional action through a statement of case and directing the parties to file their respective statements of cases within 7 days and present the issues for resolution immediately thereafter. If the parties had complied with the court's orders, this would have taken all of the 10 days the applicant urges an ex parte order ought to last. Compliance would also have enabled this court to dispose of this case by this week, including the question of whether the suit is competent in form or the jurisdiction of this court has been properly invoked. It is important, and the question of whether the jurisdiction has been properly invoked is different from whether the jurisdiction exists. It's a different legal question. It is important to place on record that both the plaintiff and the Attorney General have complied with these orders, and this court is able to complete hearing of this suit if the Speaker chooses to file no processes. For the above reasons, the application is refused.
So you see, what she was doing was pure politics. As we speak today, so I would say the decision you are taking is based on, say, some of the MPs now become independent and say at this point, Alban Bag bin Jina in Brabiso, no, you are Motuakunya, say, Omoko independent, their seats are vacant. Send the MPB who and that. Chief Justice, are you going to decide for Supreme Court what to do, Parliament what to do? When Parliament take a decision in Parliament, they know how to correct their own decisions. Send the MPB who are. Is the Supreme Court going to tell Parliament to immediately replace that MP who died? No. You are just delving into tricky politics. This is basic, and this is clear that you are being biased. You are doing pure politics. In 2021, Madam Tokonu was on the Supreme Court panel that threw away the SAL. Was the SAL issue not also an exceptional circumstance? SAL, over 30,000 people were disenfranchised. The Electoral Commission deliberately decided to take them out of the elections. Madam Tokonu, you were on that panel. You did what? At the end of the day, what you did was that you did not, at the end of the day, that panel that threw away the case, were you not part of the panel? So you want to tell us that today, the MPP MPs who are voluntarily, they have decided to go independent and forfeiting their own seat in parliament and also forfeiting their membership in their own respective parties, in their party, Today you are telling us, say, because they are MPP and they are forfeiting their seats, the Speaker of Parliament does not have the right to declare their seat vacant, but you have the right to tell us, say, the people of Sal, under special circumstances, they don't deserve to be heard and to vote. Because you were sitting on the panel in 2021. And what did you say? You said the people of Sal, and your special circumstance, it was thrown out of the window. But today, you are so angry, you are sweating, and you are trying to make it look like these 3 MPs or 4 MPs who voluntarily decided to go independent, knowing the rules on the ground, knowing their own respective parties. Omankasa political party, the rules on the ground that when the moment you declare that you are not going to go on their ticket, you forfeit your membership, You today, you are defending those people. What about the people of Sal? The people of Sal, you sat on that committee, that panel, and threw the case out. Wasn't it the special circumstances? Wasn't it Ghanaians who have been disenfranchised? Wasn't it the same Ghanaians who pay taxes for you to be able to feed your family every month? You see, the biasness in this Chief Justice, right? The deliberate biasness and the corruption that has engulfed this our court at time. And I say this because you see, we have a Supreme Court made up of party foot soldiers who are selective about in seminal which one they want to pick and which one they don't want to pick. Now, look at this. Let me read this to you. So you see, in her ruling, she hid behind the word special circumstances. This particular word, exceptional circumstances. She hid behind exceptional circumstances. The question is, Sal, 30,000 people, wasn't it an exceptional circumstance? They were being denied. So if today some people you are saying are being denied, were Sal people not being denied? But you sat on the panel and threw away because they were NDC supporters. Now, let me read this to you. And this has got to do with a Sal case, Madam Tokonu was sitting on that panel. This woman, a double-faced woman. You can't trust her. This is it. Supreme Court dismisses Sal case. 2021, 30th March. Madam Tokonu was sitting on that panel. Now, Sal Fono, wasn't it an exceptional circumstance? Anna Emrano, we choose which part to use and which way to use it and which people to please with the law. That in 2021, you sat on the Supreme Court, a panel, and threw away Sal's application. Was it not an exceptional circumstance? 30,000 people, you denied them from voting. You did not let them choose who to lead them. They don't have an MP. Today you sit in the Supreme Court and you are making it to look like say Ghana for abodam. When you read the story, this is what the story says. The 7-member panel that reviewed the decision of the original 5-member panel stated that no error of law were committed by the judges to merit setting aside the decision. The original 5-member panel was presided over by Justice Yao Apeu, with Justice Samuel K. Mafo, Sao, Gertrude Tokonu, Clemens Hunyuga, and Isifu Umoro Tanko. Justice Hunyuga was later replaced by Justice Lovelace Averill Johnson, with Justice Yoni Kulendi and Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu added to constitute the 7-member panel. You were part of the panel that threw out the Sal case. Today you are here sweating under your breast, making it look like you love every Ghanaian and that you are the mother for all. The same woman who, in quotes, murdered 30 people from not choosing their own leader. Today you are here screaming and getting every part of your body wet because your darling boy Afinyomakin and your president that you are licking his butt, their party members have been touched in parliament. God in his own wisdom will judge every one of us.
So that's the video. Kevin Taylor attacking. Actually, that is Kevin Taylor saying they are hot too. Hey, how can you say someone is sweating under her breast, licking the president's ass, and how can you say these things, bro? It's crazy, bro. Anyway, that's Kevin Taylor. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Cosman, and this is Cosman Investor. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.